However, I was born in Canada and I was raised in the north of Ireland. In the north of Ireland, as I said, I served in the military and the police. During my police service, I have survived car bomb attacks, mortar attacks, and various other perils. It was not only I who survived those, but other officers who served along with me. I want you to know that I wanted to come to Canada after finishing my service about 18 months ago to enjoy a quiet retirement. I only then find myself in the middle of this situation, a medical situation that had arisen in Canada. And I thought to myself, I wonder where this is going to go. Little did I know how it would descend to what we have today. 3 weeks ago, or on the 22nd of January, I was standing up behind here speaking as well. I didn't think at that point in time, when we were speaking to maybe to 2,000 to 3,000 people, that 3 weeks later, it would be about 20,000 to 30,000 people. It shows the resolve that we have here in Canada to stand up against tyranny. And that's exactly what it is. Absolute tyranny against the Canadian people. Let me tell you a little bit about some of the situations in Northern Ireland. And I do this for a reason. I've been involved in demonstrations and policing demonstrations that were violent, where you were dealing with people throwing Molotov cocktails at you, where they were literally throwing spears at you and coming out from the corner of the streets and shooting at you. That's when you have an emergency situation. This protest that the truckers, who I admire greatly from all across Canada, they're fantastic. They galvanised the people of Canada. The honest, trustworthy, upward and proud people of Canada. Now, the whole idea is that when you have a peaceful protest, it's peaceful. And I can say that this peaceful protest is more peaceful than any peaceful protest I've ever seen. It's fully family, friends, loved ones, and you can walk about and you can speak to somebody from Vancouver, somebody from St. John's, somebody from Ottawa City, and they're all hugging each other, they're kissing each other, they're shaking hands with each other, because we're united in unity against this nonsense that this government has placed upon the people of Canada. So that's just to show the difference between a real hard situation and something that is so beautiful and peaceful that we have here. Let me tell you a bit more about Police and Guard. Police and Guard are active and retired police officers who believe in the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. Every citizen in this country, every citizen has those rights. It's up to every single police officer who has taken that oath to uphold the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. We also have in our organisation We also have correction officers, border officers, and they're all associated with us. And we also have our wonderful military as well that are connected to us. Let's take a look at the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms. The first line of which says this: whereas Canada was founded upon the principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law. It's the supremacy of Almighty God that we're under, and the rule of law. The people in this place here need to understand that we stand under the supremacy of Almighty God. The rule of law. The rule of law does not only apply to you and to me, but it applies to these people inside this place here. First in the line of the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms is the freedom of conscience and religion. Closely associated with that is your freedom of association and a freedom of assembly. That means that you can go to your church if you so wish. You can go to your place of worship if you so wish, without government interference. It's illegal. Followed closely behind that, we have free speech. What is free speech? It is simply this. It is the freedom of thought, belief, opinion, and expression. The freedom of thought, belief, opinion, and expression. Every one of you is an individual. You can think if you so wish. Free speech also applies to the press. We have negative press. We have the propaganda machine of the government that uses it incorrectly. Thank goodness that we do have other press who do tell the truth and don't lie to the people of Canada like the government machinery propaganda does. It's absolutely ridiculous, and they don't even know that they're killing themselves by telling so many lies. The next freedom is freedom of peaceful assembly. And as I've said before, you couldn't get any more peaceful than this. It's so peaceful, it makes the peaceful assembly look less peaceful. Folks, we have the freedom of association. Freedom of association simply means that you can gather with your family, you can gather with your friends, you can gather with your loved ones if you so wish, without government interference. It's ridiculous. Freedom of association also allows the kids to play their hockey games, parents to watch them play their hockey games, go to the football match, go to the hockey game, if you so wish, without government interference. Every citizen of Canada has a right to remain in Canada, to leave Canada and return to Canada if they so wish, without government interference. Every citizen of Canada has a right to move to another province if they so wish. They can take up residence in that other province and work there if they so wish, without government interference. There are no borders between the provinces of Canada. Premiers! Premiers, do you hear that? It's ridiculous! No borders! Everyone has the right to life, liberty, and security of the person. Every one of you is an individual. Every one of you has your own personality. Every one of you is extremely, extremely important. Every one of you is a citizen of Canada. And with that citizenship, you have these rights that I'm laying before you. Every individual is equal before and under the law, and has the right to equal protection under the law, equal benefit of the law without discrimination. Let's elaborate on that slightly. It means premiers. It means Prime Minister. You can't have one law for one person and another law for another. It's either everybody's in or everybody's out. You can't have both. That's all there is to that. Folks, that's a quick look at the Canadian Charter. I suggest that you take a look at it, read it, and understand it. Also, don't be afraid to challenge people with it. It's your right. Let me speak for a moment about what Police on Guard does to educate. We will speak to police officers one-to-one, remind them of their oath that they took for the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and remind them that it is the supreme law of Canada. It's over and above every other law. In other words, if you make a law that is below the law, the supreme law of Canada, and that law becomes illegal if it doesn't match the law that's above it. That's right. It's as simple as that. So all the draconian measures that have been put in place, I believe, are completely illegal. Right from the very start. So, our education will be one-to-one with officers. We also have a website. It's Police on Guard for Thee. Take a look at it. You'll find it in any search engine. And when you look it up, you will see that we have online videos from our great lawyer, Rocco Galati. And Rocco, he has videos on there answering many questions that you might have regarding this pandemic over the last 2 years. Excuse me, I said pandemic. Medical situation. It's not a pandemic. Let's hear it. What's that? I heard somebody shouting the word freedom there. Freedom! Yes, so we have that on our website. You can look that up. There's many questions answered there. I just want to, I've noticed some of our mama bears over here. Also related to Police on Guard is our wonderful mama bears who look after the side of children's welfare. And you can look them up too. They're a wonderful, wonderful group. So, we have the educational side of things. Now, I want to speak to serving police officers. Remember that when you took your oath to uphold the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and you swore that oath to protect the citizens of Canada, because of that oath, you need to understand that the people of Canada are relying on you to uphold that Canadian Charter, no matter whether it's an internal threat or an external threat to the people. I would ask all those that are serving officers to go to our website, take a look at our mission statement. You will find there that everything we do is completely legal and above board. There is nothing hidden. And I would urge them to join us, in this fight against tyranny.
Come on.
What else are we doing in Police on Guard? I'm getting out my notes here. Because we have several court actions that we're taking. Along with Rocco Galati, we have active lawsuits. The first one we have is a police court action that was filed with the Ontario Superior Court at the end of April 2021, and it deals with masking, lockdowns, quarantine hotels, among many other things. That's in the court process as we speak. We're also spearheading a federal court action for federal employees and federal regulated employees regarding employment in the context of vaccine passports. This is the largest case that Rocco Galati has undertaken, and we're waiting for a statement of a file of claim in that case. In other words, it's ready to go in. The next one we are launching in the next month or so is a lawsuit that deals with Ontario colleges and universities. So keep an eye on the website for that one if you want to make an application in those cases. You know that we have in this country many wonderful and brave police officers. There's no doubt about it. I've said before that there are good and bad in everything. You will get the odd bad egg. Everybody knows that. But on the whole, police officers are honest, good, law-abiding citizens. Some of them are your family. Some of them are your cousins or your brothers or your sisters. And we have to support them. It's this government that's putting them between a rock and a hard place. It's the government that needs to sort it out. It's the politicians that need to come down and talk to the people. It reminds me of the great Sir Winston Churchill during the Second World War and the Blitz. He wasn't afraid to walk out of Parliament and down to meet the people during one of the most horrendous times that the world has ever faced. Yet these people can't walk out. How far is it? 600 or 700 meters to meet the people of Canada who elected them in the first place. Let me finish by where I started. Whereas Canada was founded upon the supremacy of Almighty God and the rule of law. The supremacy of Almighty God. Take a look up, folks. Take a look up. You see the sky above us? That's called the first heaven. You look up above the sky. You see the sun, the moon, and the stars. That's called the second heaven. Beyond the sun, the moon, and the stars, you look up above that again, and it's known as the third heaven. And there he sits, and he's saying to you as your faces look up, and if the sun shall set you free, therefore you shall be free indeed freedom. Thank you.
I just want to go hug him.
Go. Good. If they play copyright music, I gotta turn it off. So there we go. That's a wrap for the speeches this morning. We'll be back this afternoon. Thank you for coming along. Very good. Prince Edward Island still there. Bunch of great people over there. I enjoy visiting with them. Well, that was a good speech. Getting more and more signs put up. Oh, my legs are still sore from that Jericho walk. My goodness. I feel it in my back too. A lot more media down here. A big police presence. Hearing rumors of lots of people coming down here. Billy Graham people are down here.
We had to drag our luggage.
We were at the command center today for a meeting, and everything's going ahead. Don't believe all you hear on the media, it's all lies. They haven't raided any more of our camps, even though the news says they did. They're just sending a lot of propaganda out. They're trying to scare people into leaving, so some people have left, and more are coming back. What else did we get from there? You know, these politicians keep making laws to try and stop us, stop the movement, and it's a pretty sad state of affairs. I would call that breach of trust. Seems to be a lot more people down here today than what we've seen all week.
T'es en train de mettre ça en live. Hi.
Well, sure, glad I don't have to pack a camera like that around all day. Still got the museums closed.
I met a broker.
Lots of people signing signs. That's a big barbecue, that one. There's emergency lanes through all the streets. That's part of the agreement the organizers made with the city, is they would keep essential lanes open for emergency traffic. Mostly I see the ones on Wellington being used to distribute the parliamentary protection services, which is their own police. I saw a bunch of them driving down there this morning, dropping guys off. They're trying to arrange a hockey tournament, so hopefully that'll go good. There's the BC boys. Fellow drove out from Langley. It's Ottawa police. Oh, and those are RCMP. And of course the boys are playing hockey. There's lots of sticks down there. You can join in if you want. Little two birds watching. Morning. So there you have it. That's the speeches for the day. I got a little bit of work to take care of. Have a bite to eat. And then we'll get back to you guys some more. Yeah, it's always peaceful down here. Have a great day, people. Carter, can you block people that just want to fight? Oh. Yeah, you just send me a message who do you think they are, and I'll scroll back up. And you know, we believe in freedom of speech, but if you're being rude, then you're gonna be banned from these feeds. Thank you. Have a great day. Feel free to use that message button. Yeah, you know, the media's the government's playing dirty tricks every chance they get. The only ones playing by the rules down here is the Freedom Convoy. And you can see that by the lives and what's actually going on compared to what they're saying is going on, and how they're trying to bend the rules in their favor and change laws in order to make it more difficult for the Freedom Convoy down here. That's about all that I've been able to see in the whole time I've been here. So that's about it. Okay, well, we gotta charge the phone and see how much data we got left. So have a great day, people. God bless you all, and we're standing on guard in Ottawa for everybody, even the ones that hate us. You know, this is for you too. It's your charter rights been taken away, unless you're government guys and you just line in your own pockets. All right, have a great day. Bye.